Good evening, Highlander fans. I'm John Claybo, filling in for Marty Nicely tonight, and I'm joined by Clay Leatherwood, and we're going to be doing a little play-by-play and color commentary of tonight's Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlander basketball game. And tonight GP takes on the ALCOA Lady Tornadoes in an exciting matchup here in the region semifinals. Clay, what do you expect for us to see out here on the hardwood tonight?
It should be a good game. ALCOA has been really hot lately, but Katie she'll always have her teams ready to roll at this time of the year, and it should be a good physical match tonight between two really good teams here.
So I'm looking forward to seeing it. GP's really worked their tails off to get in this position. I know we've really kind of gotten hot the past couple of seasons when we've gotten this far, so hopefully we can get through a very tough ALCOA team tonight and see what happens. Look at our lineups, it looks like.
Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders will be the home team on the scoreboard, and the ALCOA Tornadoes will be
GP will be the home team on the scoreboard tonight, even though they're the lower seed.
Number 3, D.D. Snarley.
Look at our lineups tonight for ALCOA. D.D. Snarley, Mackenzie Wilbur.
Number 20,
Alexis Marshall, Destiny Howarth, and Jatea Wilson.
Destiny Hayward. Number 55, Jatea Wilson.
Got a good crowd here for the region tournament. A lot of GP blue in the house. That's always good when you're hosting the tournament to have a real big showing for your home fans.
And now for your Lady Highlanders, number 14, Shelby. Number 21, Sophie Henry. Number 23, Cindy McCarty. Number 30, Ivy Bales. And number 32, Kennedy Smith.
And GP starters are more Henry, McCarty, Bales, and Smith. Clay, one thing I'm looking forward to watching here tonight is the matchup down low between Jatea Wilson and Kennedy Smith. That looks to be a battle inside for sure. I know the key to winning a lot of games, especially at this level, is having a dominant post presence.
Yep, and Kennedy has done a great job all year of playing extremely hard, and she's a great rebounder, so she will definitely be a difference in tonight's game.
Well, GP comes into this game 20-8 overall with an 8-2 district record. ALCOA 18-12 with a 6-2 record. ALCOA, of course, the champions of 4AA. GP, the runner-up. It's basketball time at GP. Let's see who wants it more, baby. Smith's going to tip the ball to Bales. Henry brings the ball up the court. Inside, pass to Smith. Outside, turnover. That's not a good start for GP. Number 20 is a quick ball handler out there.
You can see already that Katie, one key she's wanting to have is a lot of ball pressure up top on ball handlers.
Give that 14, and they're going to call a foul right there on 23, McCarty for GP. Definitely not what you want right there, but she had a wide open layup, and you got to give McCarty credit for getting there and at least disrupting that.
Yeah, that was a great back cut by 14 there.
Wilburn at the line right there for the Lady Tornadoes. Misses the first one. And she's going to miss the second one. Great rebound right there by Bales. Bales bringing the ball to the court, hits Smith down low. 14's right there to knock it away. Great hustle by number 14 for the Lady Tornadoes. Very athletic. A lot of athletes out there on the court tonight. Inbounds play. Henry underneath the basket. Kennedy Smith wide open. Pull up from the mid-range. No good. Rebound ALCOA. ALCOA getting a little hectic in the transition. They're going to call that a out-of-bounds possession to the Lady Highlanders. Little sloppy start right here, Clay. Neither one of these teams really want to seem to get set up. They're really kind of hustling it down the court.
Yeah, region semis, a lot of nerves. Once they get settled down, it should be a smoother game.
Henry's going to bring the ball up the court. Fires inside to Smith. Smith backdoor cut. Stolen away by number 23 for the Tornadoes. Wide open in the paint. You can't give them that. She's going to draw the foul right there. Ivy Bell's going to pick up that foul. As you see right here, ALCOA gets the ball. 55 just blows past the defense. They feed her the ball down there.
Yep, and that's mainly just from not communicating as you're going back in transition there. They've got to do a better job of that.
She's going to hit the first free throw, and that's going to give the Tornadoes a 1-0 lead. First basket of the night for them. That was Ja'Tai Wilson with a free throw. Lines up here for her second. And she's going to sink both of them. GP looks to move the ball pretty quickly yet again. Henry bringing the ball up for the Lady Highlanders. Over to McCarty, almost a steal. McCarty takes to the hole, and it's no good. GP yet to score. Alcoa's bringing the ball up pretty quickly yet again.
Yeah.
14's a great ball handler.
Yeah, you can tell Alcoa really wants to push the ball and get the tempo going for them to have an advantage in this game.
If I'm GP, I can't let that get to me. I've got to play my game wide open, and she misses it. You got to get up and get those rebounds. Where's the box out for the Lady Highlanders? Alcoa's going to look to push it out. Alexis Marshall bringing the ball back up top for the Lady Tornadoes. Screen. Stolen away by Henry. And Henry's got it. She's taking it all the way to the hole. Draws the foul. They're going to call it on the floor. Blocking foul. You can see right here, Henry just an aggressive defender. Really nice to see that athleticism. She steals it away. Kind of struggles initially to get control of the ball, but takes it in and draws the foul. Inbounds play down low. That's the number 23 for the Lady Highlanders, McCarty, and that's the first basket for the Lady Highlanders tonight. Your score 2-2 right here with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. GP, and it's a turnover. McCarty's got the ball. She takes it to the hole, and it's good. Another one for McCarty. There we go. I like GP's pressure right here. They did a great job on that last possession. Just can't let them get behind you if you're GP.
GP's doing a great job right now of pressuring the ball just the way Coach Parton likes it.
Marshall up top, decides to take it to the right side. Down low, wide open. Easy basket.
Yeah, Alcoa, you can see that's what they've been wanting to do this game is they enjoy the pressure so they can back cut on it there.
I don't have number 23 on the roster here, so can't give her credit for that. Kick out to Moore. GP's got to get that rebound. Kind of rush that, in my opinion. I know you want to go with a transition to a certain extent, but you got to set it up and play your game. You can't just play fast because Alcoa wants to. Going to get it down there to Wilson. Wilson, she's all over. They're going to call that ball to the Lady Highlanders. All right. GP ball bringing it up the court. Ivy Bales has got the ball, top of the key. Kicks it out to Kennedy Smith in the corner. They're looking kind of jumbled up right there. Back to Bales. Bales at the high post. And she's going to drive it in. Kicks it out. It's stolen away by the Lady Tornadoes. 14 up the court. She's dribbling through two defenders. Draws the foul. Oh, it's a charge. No basket. That's a charge right there. Look at that replay. Well, you got to give credit right there to Bales trying to take it to the rack. That's a great play by Alcoa. GP defense holds its own right there. Beautiful job taking that charge for the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah. Great job there by the defense to get back, and that was a great charge taken right there.
Henry checking back in for the Lady Highlanders.
Sophie Henry back in for GP. She's probably one of our best defenders, in my opinion. We definitely need her in there. It's a 4-4 tie here with 4 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from Jack A. Parton Gymnasium. Henry brings the ball up for the Lady Highlanders. Kicks it out to McCarty. Or no, that's McDowell, excuse me. Moore at the top of the key. They're going to kick it inside to Bales. Bales pulls up, miss, gets her own rebound, and it's good. Ivy Bales, great job on the second chance basket, getting her own rebound, doing the dirty work down low for the Lady Highlanders.
And Coach Parton is wanting to keep the tempo up going here with this press here.
If you're GP, you got to get all over those passes right there. They're throwing it in the danger zone. You got to make a play out of it. Great job. Bales got the ball. She's got two defenders to beat. Spent takes it inside. It's good. Give us another one, baby. Great job by the Lady Highlanders. Alcoa wants a timeout. I can't say I blame them. Explosive couple of plays by GP, Clay. I love to see it.
Yeah, great job there by the defense, and sometimes your best offense is your defense, and they do a great job of sealing the turnover and then exploding to the other side of the court for an easy basket for Ivy Bells.
I'll tell you, starting this game off, GP didn't look like they wanted to get the ball down low and make some plays, but Ivy Bales has taken it to the hole. She's gotten her own rebound. She's made the basket, and she's played the defense to get steals. You got to give all the credit in the world to number 30 for the Lady Highlanders right now. She's really giving us the advantage so far in this ball game.
And you can tell the Lady Highlanders have kind of settled in and came into their own here and started playing the type of game that they want to play.
And that's Wilbur from the Lady Tornadoes. That will be her first. And
you got a lot of jitters right there for GP coming into the game. You know, you can't blame them. You're playing on your home court, but there's a lot of fans here, both for GP and ALCOA. But it's tough in a game this big.
And I believe they changed number 20 for ALCOA, Alexis Marshall, her personal foul to McKinley Atkins. So that is Atkins' first foul of the game.
Marshall with the ball for the Lady Tornadoes at the top of the key. Kennedy Smith defending. Smith's going to stay with her. Runs. We got a screen right there. They're going to call a foul. Looked like a moving screen to me, Clay. Got a replay right here. You can see right here Kennedy Smith's going to stick to her man pretty well, and when she slides, they come up with that screen.
Yep, as she sets that screen, she's got to have both feet set and firm.
Fundamentals, that's what it's all about. Henry going to bring the ball across the timeline for the Lady Highlanders. Moore with the ball in the corner, kicks it out to Smith at the top of the key. Back over to McDowell. Sophie Henry takes it inside, a little bit too strong, gets her own rebound, back up, it's good for the Lady Highlanders. Great basket down low with the defense draped all over.
A great effort there, even though she missed the layup, she still kept fighting and got an easy put back there.
14's wide open from three-point land, pulls up, it's no good, rebound Kennedy Smith. Passes out to Henry, the Lady Highlanders going to want to run it right here. All the way to the hole, kick it out, and it's going to be off the foot of number 14, Mackenzie Wilburn for the Lady Tornadoes. That should be GP ball. You got Bales and McCarty coming back in for GP. Ivy Bales going to inbound it from the sideline. Bales inbounds to Henry, back to Bales. Back to Henry. GP's kind of clustered up in the paint right here. McCarty kicks out.
And ALCOA has settled back into a 2-3 zone and came out of their man.
Down low, you got to catch up ball. 35. Miracle, that wasn't a turnover. Get that rebound. Great job down low. They're going to call it a jump ball.
Yeah.
You got to give all the credit in the world to number 23, Sydney McCarty.
Yep. That's great effort by McCarty there. It's going to be one thing if GP can continue to attack the glass here while they're in this zone. It's a lot harder to box out in this zone than it is in man.
Lady Tornadoes. GP's got a little bit of a press going on right here. It's worked well for him so far in this game. ALCOA looks to get by it. Wide open down low, 35. And it's an easy basket for number 35, Brenna Ridge for ALCOA. They just got behind GP there and made a play. Henry to Bales. Bales back to Henry. Henry from three. No good. Rebound inside. That's your same team. You got to call for the ball right there. Ball to number 14 for ALCOA. Mackenzie Wilburn takes it to the hole. Turnover. Kennedy Smith wide open. Ivy Bales with nobody to beat all the way to the hole. Rack up two for the Lady Highlanders. Great job right there by GP to capitalize on the turnover. There we go again with that press. You don't want to get any fouls right here if you're GP, but you're really wanting to stay aggressive. They're doing a wonderful job at it right here. Marshall back up top for ALCOA, trying to set up the play. Got a couple screens right along the high post. 23 with the ball. What's that? They're going to call a block.
Yeah, another illegal screen there on 55.
If I'm ALCOA right there,
As you,
I've got to learn from my past mistakes.
yep, she was moving there and didn't have her feet set.
I think more so than anything, it's taken a little bit longer for the Lady Tornadoes to kind of get set in here at this ball game. McCarty's going to bring the ball up for the Lady Highlanders. Kicks it out to 14 Moore. Back to McCarty at the arc. Down low to Kennedy Smith with a step back. It's no good. Rebound by number 55, Jatiah Wilson right there for the Lady Tornadoes. ALCOA is going to bring the ball up right here to the right side. Step back three by number 23. Bottom from Trifecta. That was a great shot. The defense didn't really close out there, and she stepped back and drained it. GP quick in transition. Moore down to the inside, kicks to McCarty, almost lost the ball inside. Turnover again. GP's got to get their head on straight right here. Great effort by McDowell to chase that down and knock it loose, kind of buy some time for her teammates to get back down here. At Alcoa, Mackenzie Wilburn going to inbound the ball for the Lady Tornadoes to Wilson. Kicks it over. We got a three-pointer. Nope, she drives it inside, lays it in. It's good for Alcoa.
Great move there. Yeah, you'll be able to tell right here. GP will be wanting to get Ivy Bells the ball in that high post area right there for her so she can go to work in that area.
And there Bells is right there. Top of the key. She brings it out, going to try to set something up. Coach Parton's yelling out a play over there. GP going to work right here. Bales with the D draped all over. Throws it into Smith. Not quite there. Great job by McCarty to get the ball, and she's got two people on her. They're going to call it out on GP. You hate to see that. You get the ball down low, you kind of get it into the paint, you really want to make a play, and then it's turned over right there.
Yeah, those tight passes in through a zone like that are hard to make.
Sophie Henry with a near steal. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. This has been, to say the least, an exciting ball game here at the Big House, Jack A. Parton Gymnasium. As it sits right now, your Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders lead the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes by a score of 12-11. Clay, what would you say was the biggest thing for GP in that first quarter that kind of gave us I know 1 point's not that big of a lead, but it looked like to me GP kind of controlled that first quarter.
Yeah, once they moved up to that press and they could start to get the tempo up and going, that's really when this team's at their best, when they're running up and down the court and getting baskets from turnovers and quick rebounds and outlets. And you can tell that Alcoa is trying to get away from that as they're moving back into their zone, trying to get the pace back down to the level they want to play this game at.
If I'm GP, one thing I've got to get going here, and I guess this is just me being a basketball fan more than anything, but I'd like to see a couple more three-point baskets. I know in a game with the high emotion such as this one, you hit a couple big three-pointers, you can really get the crowd going, really get the momentum on your side. But anyway, we're going to get the second quarter started here. It'll be Lady Highlanders ball.
And Alcoa's came back out in that 2-3 zone, so they're looking to keep that pace kind of at the level they want it at.
Henry passes to McDowell. Bales back to McDowell, back to Henry. On the right side of the court, back to McDowell. She's wide open from three. There's a foul. And the triple. They're waving off the basket. Who was
3-second violation, I believe.
Well, that is that kills you momentum right there. It would have been a great play for the Lady Highlanders, but, you know, sometimes bad things tend to happen to you. Alcoa bringing it up pretty quickly. Inside to 14, outside of number 20, Alexis Marshall. She's going to set the ball back up here at the top of the key. Drives to the right side, passes over. Brings the ball up at the top. Wilson's calling for it at the high post. Back outside. There's a three-pointer by number 14. It's good. Wilburn with a three ball to take the lead for the Lady Tornadoes. GP bringing the ball back down the court. Henry, top of the key, outside to McDowell. McDowell shoots, and it's good. Three-pointer by McDowell, and the lead goes back to the Lady Highlanders.
Great ball movement there. Swinging the ball around the perimeter is a good way to break a zone, get them moving from side to side.
Great job by GP right there. You got to step up on that. She's hit a couple already. Wide open, 14, Wilburn with another triple. Yep. You don't want to get in a shooting contest out there if you're GP, especially because Clay Leatherwood ain't out there wearing a jersey.
They're moving well. They got to, when they're moving back in transition, they got to start communicate and find their man.
GP's got the ball down low. Bales turns around, passes to 42. It's just a mess down there. We're looking at a jump ball. Jump ball right there. Possession's going to go to the Lady Tornadoes. That was just kind of a I don't really know what happened right there on offense to the Lady Highlanders. They kind of got ahead of themselves. Try to get the ball down low. You can't blame them there. Taylor Reed was down low for the Lady Highlanders. She's a great force in the paint. They just couldn't seem to get to the ball. Alcoa drives the lane. Layup, no good. Rebound, Bales. I cannot speak highly enough of Ivy Bales down low tonight getting these rebounds. Ball to McCarty. McCarty kicks out to Henry. One more time. McDowell in the corner. Fires. No good. Rebound. Great job by Bales to steal it on the rebound. Give it to Moore. How about a layup? How about a foul? We're going to go here to the replay screen. Great three-point effort, just didn't go, and you got to give credit to Ivy Bales. Comes in there, out-rebounds Alcoa, dishes it off. What an unselfish teammate. And Shelby Moore puts it in. Not only that, but she draws the foul, and here we have Moore at the free throw stripe for an old-school three-point play the old-fashioned way.
The GP's offense, they're doing a great job of having good ball movement right now, getting that zone moving.
Free throw no good. Got to hit that if you're GP. That'll come back to bite you. It's all right, though. Lady Highlanders dropping back into defense. Alcoa going to bring it across the timeline right here. Moore's picking up the defense, getting a little bit closer to the point guard. She's going to drive around to the right side. You got to steal that if you're GP. 23 takes it in, kicks it out to Wilson. She wasn't really ready for it, but she fights. No good. Rebound Kennedy Smith. We got lucky there. Great job by the Lady Highlanders. Kicks it out to Henry, to Moore in the corner. Inside to Bales, back out to Henry from the top of the key, no good. Rebound, Moore with a rebound. She's going to take it in, kick it out to 23 McDowell, no good. GP still fighting on the boards, but Alcoa comes up with a loose ball.
And both teams are doing a really good job of hitting the boards. GP's really hitting the offensive glass hard, and Alcoa's doing a good job of boxing them out so far.
Marshall up top for the Lady Tornadoes. Moore Gardner, she kicks it off. That should have been a steal for GP. And it is a steal for GP. Henry, great job right there on the steal. Takes it to the hole. They're going to call a blocking foul on the floor.
Yeah, the pressure that Sophie and Shelby put on the ball is really tough for other teams' guards to handle there. And as you can see, Sophie does a great job of, once she gets the steal, of pushing the ball up in transition.
I've been watching GP athletics a long time now, and I tell you, you're hard-pressed to find a defender better than Sophie Henry. Henry inbounds to Bales. Bales is it's gonna be a jump ball right there. Jump ball, and possession arrow goes to the Lady Highlanders. We got a 17-17 ball game here with 4:51 remaining in the second quarter. Outside pass to McCarty. Mid-range jumper, no good. And number 35 for Alcoa, Brenna Ridge, just a great rebound. Alcoa's gonna bring the ball up the court. No good rebound. We got a foul.
Yep. GP got lucky there, but they have to get back in transition off baskets like that. She doesn't get any pressure until she gets inside the three-point line. GP will have to do a better job of getting back in transition there.
I believe it was 35 for Alcoa picked up that foul, and I'm not mistaken. We're already into the 1-and-1, which is great if you're GP. You just got to hit these free throws. Kennedy Smith, a senior for the Lady Highlanders, really had a great career here at GP. She's up at the free throw line. We're going to see if she can knock one down and force the second right here. First free throw, no good. Rebound, number 3 for Alcoa, D.D. Snodderly. Lady Tornado is going to bring the ball down. Number 5's calling for the 3 ball. She wants it, kicks it out. Marshall brings it back up top. The defense is pretty heavy on her right here. Doing a great job. If you're GP, you're getting in her head. Almost a turnover. It is a turnover. Great defense by the Lady Highlanders right there.
Yeah, and that's that pressure that Coach Parton loves for her guards to put on the other team's guards.
You can tell these ladies have really listened to Coach Parton. They're playing great as far as that goes tonight. Really doing wonderful on the pressure. Henry going to bring the ball up. Pass to McCarty. Inside pass to Moore. We got a foul down low. Number 35, Brenna Ridge for Alcoa, is going to pick up the foul right there. It being a 1-and-1, we should have some free throws right here, and we do. Shelby Moore for the GP Lady Highlanders at the free throw stripe, looking to take the lead. It's a 17-17 ball game. Great job. Excellent free throw.
Wilson checking in the game for Ridge for the Lady Tornadoes.
Ty Wilson back into the ball game for Alcoa. She's really a force down low. They just hadn't got her the ball as much tonight as they probably hoped to do. Great job on the free throws by Moore. We got another timeout right here. Alcoa wants to talk about it. I don't blame them a bit. That's been a neck-and-neck race all game. GP's got a 2-point lead. Clay, if you're GP, is there anything you do differently right now? I think everything we're doing so far is working, other than maybe the transition defense for the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, and right now they're just not knocking down the shots like we're used to seeing from the Lady Highlanders. But one thing I'm sure Coach Parton will be preaching is them to keep this tempo at the way they like it. Keep moving the ball up and down the court. at a fast pace. As you can tell, Alcoa, that's not the type of game they want to play, as they've already settled back into this 2-3 zone. But they're also not afraid to push the ball, as you can see. But that's where GP will have to do a better job as the game carries on of getting back on defense and slowing their guards down.
Yeah, to me, it just looks like Alcoa is just going to take what the defense gives them. GP's really doing good on their trap, but it seems like when they don't come up with some points down here and Alcoa gets the rebound, they just want to get it back. And GP, they're not really hustling as much as I'd like to see right here. Now, they're doing a great job, but they just got to tighten up on that defense right there in the transition.
And with the GP pressuring the balls like this, Alcoa's already got a shot or two off of this, but they'll be looking to make some backdoor cuts. So it'll be interesting to see how that shapes up.
Wilburn's hit a couple big threes for Alcoa tonight. That should have been a travel. Ref didn't call it. GP's still pressuring them. Really good job. Double team right here. She's all over. And they're going to call a foul right there. And you get that when you play real tight defense. That's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah, and as you can see right here, coming out of this timeout, the coach partner drew up some pressure for her guards to jump the ball as the point guard as she came across the half-court line there.
That was a great job by Bailey Lane for GP in there with Henry kind of getting the defense going. Alcoa's got the ball. Number 5 is going to pass it back out to Marshall up top. And they're going to try to get something going right here. Moore all over Marshall. It's a kick ball. And Bales is going to come back in for the Lady Highlanders. That's always a good sign if you're a GP fan. I don't think anybody on the court can match her heart when it comes to getting those rebounds and playing down low. She's not afraid to take it to the rack. All right, they're going to get it to Wilson, 55. Bounce pass inside of number 3. And the basket's good by D.D. Snodderly for Alcoa. That was a great play by the Lady Tornadoes right there. But GP's going to hustle the ball. Henry to Bales in the corner. Moore back up top to McCarty. McCarty kicks it out to Henry. She's calling the play. They're going to get it to Bales. Back up top to Moore. Moore from 3, no good. Rebound to Alcoa. Let's see this transition defense. You got to get back if you're GP, and they do a good job. Alcoa's looking to reset up top.
Yeah, and Alcoa's doing a really good job in their zone of being sure to locate where Ivy Bells is at all times, make sure she doesn't get any easy touches in the paint.
You got a box out right there for GP. Great job, though. I'm telling you right now, we're really matching up well with Wilson from a rebounding standpoint.
And on those drives, the GP girls will have to do a better job of getting over and help defense and getting over there and taking charges.
Exactly right. We need to see some more charges getting taken. That's for sure. Henry going to kick it out to Moore. Moore back to Henry up top. McDowell back to Henry. Moore is going to dribble in, feed it to Smith. It just ain't there, but I believe the possession's going to stay with the Lady Highlanders. Might have been a foul called down there if I were officiating, but probably a good thing I'm not. GP's going to get the ball underneath the basket. Henry's going to inbound it. You got McCarty wide open right here. McDowell for 3. No good. Rebound. Henry down low, and she's going to – it's a turnover. Lakin Jared with the ball. Turns it over. GP gets the possession. Moore brings the ball up for the Lady Highlanders. Moore over to Henry. Henry's going to take it inside, kick it back out to Moore from 3. Bottom! It's good, baby! Get that 3 ball rolling. Number 14, Shelby Moore.
It's a great job there of Sophie being able to drive there and get the defense to collapse and then kicking to his shooter. That was a great job there.
That in-and-out basketball is what it's all about. Hard to beat. Great look right there. Alcoa's going to get the ball to Wilson. Going to kick it back up top to Marshall. Alcoa's really struggling to get anything going other than that transition offense. GP's defense, I can't speak highly enough for them. They're doing great. That's going to be a foul right there. Kennedy Smith tried to go in for the steal. You can't blame her, but she's going to get a foul right there.
And as you see on this replay right here, Sophie does a great job of driving the baseline, getting the defense to collapse, and then kicking to his shooter for a wide-open shot.
Son, if you used to go in a dictionary, look up in-and-out basketball, there'd be a picture of that drawn right there. That gets me fired up, for lack of better words. I really like seeing that. All right. Oh, it should have been a foul. Down low to Wilson. Wilson's going to blow the layup. GP gets the ball, push it in transition. Bales is open up the court. They don't find her. Kick out to Moore. Moore's going to take it to the hole. Give her one, baby. Shelly Moore to the rack. 2 points for GP. Way to capitalize on that if you're the Lady Highlanders. Kind of pulling away. 24-19 lead. It's been just knotted up all ball game. Wide open in the corner, though. Number 11 takes it in and gets blocked by Bales. And that's a turnover. Henry up court. She's looking for McCarty. McCarty, one man to beat, takes it in. They're going to call a jump ball. That's the right call right there if you're the official.
Yep.
And the ball's going to go back to Alcoa.
Yeah, you can tell the shit. This is how GP loves to play. Up tempo, skipping the ball up.
Alcoa is inbounding it under the goal. GP's got some pressure cooked up right here. It's looking good. Marshall bringing the ball up the court. If you're Henry, you just don't want to get a foul, but you're a great defender. Keep up the good work. That's probably a travel right there. Nope.
Ooh.
Yep, well, she walked about 20 steps, but that's all right. They're going to call a foul on the Lady Highlanders.
Smith, her second, team two.
Yep, I think they may have missed a travel there.
That is for Smith.
Hayworth at the line, hit that first free throw for Alcoa. And she's going to miss her second one. GP with the rebound. Great job right there. That's number 35, Eliza Bettis, picking up the board. Bales bringing the ball down the court for GP. Kicks it out to Henry, outside to Moore. We're looking for Bales in the corner. Underneath the basket, Bales, pull up, no good. Rebound, Bales is going to stay with it. There's a foul underneath the basket. They're going to call that on, that was on Ivy Bales. You're going to get those when you're down there hustling. That's just part of it. If you're some of GP, you know, if you're some of the Lady Highlanders, you got to get down there and help Bales out down low. She can't do it all herself.
Yeah, she's doing a great job this game of attacking the boards.
Great job by Henry right there, forcing the turnover inside to Moore. Got a whistle. That was a timeout. GP, I believe.
Yeah, great job right here of the Lady Highlanders applying pressure on the inbounds pass here. Great job by Sophie Henry there.
If it had been just a step quicker on that pass, you would have probably had two, but that's okay. Still got a 4-point lead. We got 38 seconds left here in the first half here at Jack A. Parton Gymnasium. Lady Highlanders doing just enough to preserve a little bit of a lead, playing a great ball game against a very fast and a very physical Alcoa Lady Tornadoes team.
And you'll probably see here the Lady Highlanders try and save for the last shot here, as that's probably what Coach Parton's doing right now, is drawing up a great play for them to at least take the last shot of the half here.
If you're GP, you know, you pretty much want to set up and try to take the last shot. Of course, if you get a great look, you want to try to score whatever way you can, but scoring the last basket right here, that'd really be great going into the half, getting at least a 6, maybe even a 7-point lead. That's going to be a lot for your momentum. Inbounds play, number 14. Give her 2 points right there. Great job by Shelby Moore.
Yeah. That was a great play there, setting the cross screen in the paint on their post player to have Shelby Moore wide open there. Great play.
That was great. I couldn't have drawn that up any better myself. Wide open for Alcoa down low. She's got the D draped all over. And rebound to GP. You got 18 seconds left. If I'm GP, I'm going to slow it down right here and try to get a good look. They're going to kick it out to McCarty. McCarty takes it inside, kicks it out. And here we go, Moore. We got 8 seconds left. Moore is going to kick the ball out to McDowell. McDowell for 3. Bottom! She hit that one, and we got the end of our first half with that great 3-pointer. That was just a wonderful play by the Lady Highlanders to not get a 7-point lead before half, but they go with a 2-for-1, and now GP leads by 29-20 here going into the half. And that was just a great first half by your Lady Highlanders. You're up against a great ball team. They're playing hot. They're playing fast. And if you're GP, I feel like you're in a great position right here.
It's a final, Granger 50, Elizabeth 42.
Yeah, this was that inbounds pass from and it was a great job.
That was great.
On the cross screen there on their post to have Shelby Moore wide open. It was a great play there.
If you're GP, you know, at that point you're probably thinking, you know, that's all you're going to get before the half. Then we make that excellent play and get that 3-pointer to send us in the half.
AAA, Maryville 60, Campbell County 52, final.
All right, y'all, that's the end of the first half. Of course, this is John Claybo filling in for Marty Nicely. I've got Clay Leatherwood here with me doing the color commentary. Your score at halftime from the Big House, Jack A. Parton Gymnasium, 29-20 with the Lady Highlanders leading the ball game. right, Highlander Nation. We once again thank you for tuning in to Gatlinburg-Pittman basketball. I'm John Claybo. I'm filling in tonight for Marty Nicely, doing a little play-by-play commentary, and I got Clay Leatherwood, a.k.a. the Gatlinburg Gunner, former Highlander legend, in the booth with me. It ain't really a booth, but we're up here. He's going to be my color commentator, and we got through the first half all right, and GP currently leads the ball game 29-20 over the ALCOA Lady Tornadoes here in the region semifinals. Clay, what do the Lady Highlanders need to do to keep the momentum going in our favor and maybe pull out a victory here tonight?
Yeah, I'm sure she's preaching ball pressure like they have been doing the whole half, and that's really when they're at their best, when they're applying ball pressure and staying up in the other and Alcoa's guards and really getting after them, because that's really when they lead to their best offense, when they're feeding off turnovers and long missed shots and getting out in transition here. So I'm sure you'll see more of the same thing for that. And Alcoa, they'll want to slow it down and get back in that zone, but time will start to get against them if GP gets out to an early lead here again.
Yeah, I'd like to just call that first half controlled chaos for GP out there. I mean, it looked hectic. It looked wide open at times, you know, like nobody really knew what was going on, but GP was able to control it, and therefore we do have a 9-point lead right here. Got a little bit of momentum going into halftime. It'll be interesting to see how Alcoa responds, as GP is going to get the ball to begin the second half. McCarty is going to inbound the ball for the Lady Highlanders. Inbounds to Henry. Sophie Henry's going to bring it across. Henry takes it to the right side of the court. Going to take it to the corner, kicks it back out to Shelby Moore. Shelby Moore brings the ball around back out to Henry. Henry kicks it over to Kennedy Smith. Pulls up for mid-range, no good. Ivy Bales with a rebound. Another great effort by Ivy Bales. Up top to Shelby Moore, going to reset it for the Lady Highlanders.
Yeah, they came out of that break wanting a shot for Shelby Moore off a double screen there.
Shelby Moore kicks it out to McCarty. McCarty's looking for the screen from Smith. It's not there, bringing it back up top to reset it. McCarty, screen from Bales, looks inside. Bales isn't there, outside to Moore. Moore's going to dribble it, take it to the hole, kick it out to Bales. Inside, pull up, no good. Rebound, McCarty. Great job of the Lady Highlanders right there to keep the possession. Didn't look like nothing was there, and they somehow got the ball. Moore's going to pull up for mid-range. That's no good. Rebound by number 55, Jatiah Wilson for Alcoa. And the Lady Tornadoes bring the ball out. Wilburn pulls up the three, no good. And you got to get that rebound right there for Kennedy Smith. Blocked right there. Great job by GP. Alcoa retains possession. Got it kind of trapped in the corner. Ooh. That was a hard fall right there by 20. Alcoa retains possession. Great hustle right there. Sophie Henry, as well as number 3, Dee Snodley for Alcoa. Both getting on the hardwood right there, hustling for the loose ball. Alcoa is going to end up with the possession.
Once again, Sophie Henry's pressure on the ball there is making a difference. She's doing a great job of that.
Wilburn inbounds to Wilson. Wilson's going to kick it outside. That's a travel. That was a little bit too much shake and not enough bake right there for Alcoa. Ball's going to be back into the hands of the Lady Highlanders. Going to inbound it over there on the bench side of Alcoa. And that's Moore inbounding it. Sophie Henry's going to bring it up the court for the Lady Highlanders.
And Alcoa's came back into their 2-3 zone here.
Let's see if we can hit a three and bust this zone wide open. Cross-court pass, those are never a good idea. I don't care if you're third grade in the junior league or in the NBA, throwing it across the court is just not something that wins ball games. That's all right. Great steal right there by GP. We got a call right here on the sideline. And I just don't quite agree with that, but
let's see here.
It's all right. Let's get a little bit of the inbounds right here. Great hustle.
Oh.
Not out. Well, it's all right. You miss a few every now and again.
Great inbounds play there by
Marshall.
Alcoa.
Takes to the hole, pass to Wilson. That was a great play for Alcoa. Hadn't seen that much all night. Let's see if GP can burn them on the transition.
GP's got a hustle
Henry
back there.
Pulls up from 3, off the glass. I thought the banks closed at 6. I guess I was wrong. Sophie Henry banks it in for the trifecta. Marshall brings the ball across for Alcoa. Moore's going to play her pretty tight on defense. They kick it inside to Wilson at the high post, hands it off to number 14 for Alcoa. Wilburn, and that was an easy play for the Lady Tornadoes. You can't be letting that happen for GP.
Yeah, once the GP defenders got trailing those handoff there, it's hard to cut them off once you get it back on the backside of their hip.
GP's got number 40, Darcy Badgett, coming in for us. She'll match up well with 55. Get a little bit more physical down low. McCarty kicks it to Moore. Moore's going to bring it to the top of the court for the Lady Highlanders. Over to Bales. Bales hands it to Henry. Henry for three. No good. Rebound right there down low by Moore. She's got defense draped all over. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to number 3, Dee Snodley for Alcoa. Brings the ball up in the transition all the way to the hole. Great job by number 23, McCarty. Behind the back, getting a little bit too crazy right there for GP. Ball goes back to Alcoa after the turnover. 20 is going to take it all the way in. That's a blocking foul. You got to get set a little bit better if you're badging for GP. Maybe even take the charge.
Kind of a hectic 2 possessions there for both teams.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on right there. I was wide open on both ends. But at the end of all that, we got number 20, Alexis Marshall, at the stripe for Alcoa. First free throw is good. You got Bailey McDowell coming back in for GP. Going to give Ivy Bales a little bit of a rest. McDowell's been a really good three-point shooter for GP. Hit a couple in the first half. Hopefully we can get back to the three-point line. Hit a couple here while she's in the ball game. Second free throw good. Moore's going to inbound it to Henry. GP bringing the ball up the court. McCarty wide open. Turnover. Alcoa's really picked us apart here the last 3 or 4 possessions. Pull up three-pointer, air ball. No good. No good. And that's a turnover. Ball goes to the Lady Highlanders. Got a little bit too excited right there if you're Alcoa.
Yeah, kind of a quick shot there.
Yeah, you're getting real excited. You made a GP force a couple, turn the ball over a couple times. You're really excited there. If I was Alcoa, I'd try to take it to the hole in that situation. McDowell kicks it out. McCarty and then Henry. We got a foul down low. And that foul's going to be on number 40 for GP, Darcy Badgett. That's going to force a turnover. Kennedy Smith coming into the ball game.
I'm not real sure about that foul call there.
Marshall brings the ball across. Wilburn with the possession. Back to Marshall. Alcoa kind of struggling to get their offense going. They don't really know what they want to do. Look a little disorganized. GP's defense is just stellar, to say the least. And they're going to force it back up top and reset the play.
Yep, there's those handoffs again.
Great handoff. Ja'Tai Wilson gave the ball to Wilburn right there in the mid-range. She pulled the plug. GP's got the ball down on their end now. Henry at the top of the key calling the play. Sending Moore across the court. Smith at the high post. Over to Moore. Sophie Henry, pull up three-pointer, no good. You got to crash the boards if you're the Lady Highlanders right there. Marshall with the ball for the Lady Tornadoes. McDowell on defense. 23, and that's going to be a travel. Great job holding your ground right there for GP.
Yeah, GP's came out a little slow this half. We've looked for them to pick it up here soon.
You got Bales back into the game. You got McCarty back into the game. If I'm GP right here, you got a little bit of a quicker lineup in. I'm going to try to get the pace of the ball game picked up a little bit.
Yeah, and with Bales back in now and Alcoa in this 2-3 zone, they'll be looking to find the middle of that zone any way they can to get the ball in there.
Bales with the ball on the right side of the court. Kicks it back out to McCarty. McCarty back to Bales. She's looking inside for Smith. Smith posted up. Outside to McDowell. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Smith. Kicks it back out to McDowell. McDowell to Moore at the high post. Kicks it out to McCarty. Resets the play. Inside to Ivy Bales. Defense all over. No good. Gets her own rebound. She's fighting for it down there, but it's stolen away. Alcoa with the ball. Number 3, Dee Snodley. Passes inside to number 14. Passes no good. Rebound, Ivy Bales. We got to go in the other direction now. We got a foul on the court. That was a hectic 2 or 3 play possession.
Yep.
As you can see, it's just wide open out there. All the credit in the world to Bales. She just will not be denied. And you see 20 going for the steal midcourt. That just ain't going to cut it. You got to play smarter if you're ALCOA. McCarty takes it to the hole, pulls up inside to Kennedy Smith. You got to hit that layup, but it's okay. She drew a foul.
Yeah, that's the best way to take a 2-3 zone. Once you get in the middle, as you can see here, it kind of opens up the whole offense here.
That's going to take Smith to the line for GP. Need these free throws right here. ALCOA's definitely made a pretty good ball game out of this here in the third quarter. Smith, first free throw. Good. That's what we needed. Sophie Henry back into the ball game for GP. Out goes McDowell. And we've got probably our most athletic lineup in the ball game right now. GP's really got to get the transition tuned up another notch right here.
Yeah, look for them to press. More than likely coming out of this free throw if it's a make.
And it is. And you are correct, Clay. They got the press going. It's looking good. Real tight defense by the Lady Highlanders. See how ALCOA responds. And it's a turn. Come on, ref. That ball went out of a turnover. Kicks it out. Henry, no good. Rebound Moore. You got to get it out if your GP gets something going. We got to travel. And initially I thought that the ball was out of bounds over here on the left side. We forced a turnover. Henry shoots the ball on that replay. Great rebound by Moore, but if you're Moore, you got Kennedy Smith open from the high post. She's a pretty good shooter. I'd have probably kicked the ball out. Either way, we got a timeout right here. 2 minutes, 26 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of your region semifinal ball game between the ALCOA Lady Tornadoes and your Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders. GP 34, ALCOA 28. And it's been back and forth all game long, Clay. Really been a heck of a ball game so far.
Yeah, and she's putting a lineup right now where she really wants to get the tempo up going because she knows that's where they've had a lot of success in this game. And
yeah,
you can tell with this lineup in here, there's going to be a lot of ball pressure for all 90 feet.
GP come out there in that first part of the second half, and ALCOA really dictated the pace of the game. GP's got to get back, and they got to dictate the pace. Got to speed it up a little bit. Wilburn with the ball. She's going to advance it across the timeline. Moore on defense. Kicks it inside. That was should have been a turnover. Henry playing great defense on number 20, Alexis Marshall. And that was an excellent shot. Destiny Hayworth, great three-pointer. Going to cut the lead to 3 right here. Ball goes to Bales. Bales back out to Henry for GP. Back to Bales. She's going to take it to the hole if she can. Kicks it back out to Henry. Wide open from the top of the key. Bottom. It's good. Three-pointer. Great shot by Sophie Henry. Let's get this Highlander offense going.
And great pass by Ivy Bales there to find the open Sophie Henry.
McCarty steps up on defense. Hayworth is going to pass it to number 20, Alexis Marshall. Marshall trying to set up the offense for the Tornadoes.
And great job of helping in the middle of that defense there by Kennedy so they can't back.
Great job to force a turnover. Just as you're saying it, Clay, Kennedy gets in there, gets the ball up. Looked like a turnover. I believe it's going to be a foul. Let's check the replay right here. Smith's got a great job of defending that player down low. Forces that ball. And that's going to be a foul on ALCOA, giving the ball back to the Lady Highlanders. Good job on defense right there for GP. I thought they'd done a heck of a job on that last possession. Kind of a slower pace right here. Henry's bringing the ball up the court. Takes it over to the left side. Henry passes at the high post. Ivy Bales pulls up and her shot's blocked. Rebound by number 35 for ALCOA, Brenna Ridge. And the Lady Tornadoes are going to push it. Marshall brings the ball up the court. Haywood. Back to Marshall at the top of the key. Shelby Moore on defense for the Lady Highlanders. You can hear the GP crowd start to get into the ball game right here. Top of the key. Haywood back to Marshall. Number 3 for the Lady Tornadoes. Snodderly with the shot. It's a miss, but we got a foul down low. Great job by GP, once again proving that hustle makes plays as Moore gets down on the ground for the Lady Highlanders. And GP will now have the ball. McCarty going to bring the ball up for GP.
And probably will be taking the last shot of this third quarter here.
We got 17 seconds remaining. Kick it inside to the high post. Back out to McCarty. There's McDowell. She's been hot from 3 tonight. Back over to Bales. Bales, 2 defenders. Rebound by great job down low by McDowell. You got 4 seconds left. GP make a play. Pull up. It's good. Great shot by number 23 for GP, Sydney McCarty. And that's the Lady Highlanders making a great play. That's the end of your third quarter. 39-31 GP. Chaotic game so far, Clay, but it's a good one up here in the Berg tonight.
Great job. As you can see here, their main focus is to get this ball into the middle of the zone. A great effort by McDowell. Great hustle on that offensive rebound. I think good awareness to find McCourty here. She gets into the paint for a jumper right there to end the third quarter.
That was a great possession right there. I mean, great job. Really lucky we got a bucket out of that.
Yeah, and that all starts with McDowell and her offensive rebound. They're hard to come by, but that was a great job by McDowell to get that offensive rebound and get it kicked back out to McCarty there.
And McDowell by no means is she's not the biggest girl out there, but in terms of her hustle, she really went in there and made a play. I'm anxious to see what happens here in this fourth quarter. Really need to get this Highlander fans get involved, get real loud, make it hard for Alcoa. We need to show them, why teams don't want to come in here and play us.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see here what Alcoa does if they decide to stick with that 2-3 zone, because time is not on their side right now, and they'll have to score some points here.
In my opinion, Alcoa's played just good enough to keep this game close. They've really made some great plays when they're hustling, but it's hard for them to set up a good half-court offense.
And credit, they've made a lot of tough shots as well. They've played very well today.
Marshall kicks it inside to Wilson. Wilson passes back to number 14, pulls up for the 3, no good. Out of bounds. The ball's going to go to GP. Missed shot by number 14, Mackenzie Wilburn. You can't blame Alcoa. They've hit a couple of them 3 balls so far in this game, but you definitely don't want to just try to shoot yourself out of this. You're only down by 8 points. Henry brings the ball up to Bales. Bales on the outside, passes back to Henry, out to McCarty, at the high post to Moore, down low to Smith. It's good. Beautiful play by the Lady Highlanders.
Great job of finding the middle of that zone there, and then that opens up the whole paint once you get into the middle there. Great job.
Marshall up top, trying to get something going for the Lady Tornadoes. Passes it off to Wilburn. Wilburn's got the D all over. 23 inside, kicks it to Wilson down low, turnaround jumper, bricks it off the backside. Rebound, number 14, Shelby Moore. Ball goes to GP. Moore's going to bring it up, crosses the timeline, pass it to Henry. Henry out to McCarty, back to Henry at the top. And Henry's bringing it out, getting a call from Coach Parton.
Yeah, Gallatin GP is in no rush here, so they'll be able to take their time. As Alcoa, like I said earlier, sitting back in this zone, they're going to have to make a decision soon. They'll have to come out of that zone earlier than they'd like to.
And GP's got a 10-point lead. They're not playing in any rush, like you said, Clay. I can't blame them. You don't want to make mistakes and give them a bunch of easy baskets.
And Alcoa has came out of that zone, now they're in man-to-man here.
Bales right here, pass it to Henry. Henry's going to take it inside. Somebody's got to be open. Pass it to Moore. Moore's going to bring it back outside. If I'm GP, I'm getting it to Bales, and I'm going to take it to the hole. They're going to play this man. Forces the pass, but we're going to get a foul called right there. She tried to pass the ball inside to number 23, Sydney McCarty. Number 14 for Alcoa, Mackenzie Wilburn was there. Tried to make the steal, but they're going to get the foul call on her. And the ball's going to go back to GP. Snodderly's going to come back in for Alcoa. Bales to inbound the ball. Throws it to Moore. Moore pulls up a little bit too strong. Rebound goes to Alcoa. But you got to give credit to Moore. Been on the ground all night getting these rebounds. Way to hustle right there. Look at that replay. Moore throws it up. Doesn't quite go. And she jumps right in there. And you get the jump ball called. And possession arrow is going to stay with the Lady Highlanders.
A great effort there by Moore to get back in there.
Inbound to Bales. Bales defense draped all over. You had half the team over there. They got another foul called. This time it's on GP. Foul was on Bales if I'm not mistaken. I believe they said it was her third foul. And here comes Alcoa bringing the ball down the court. GP still with a 10-point lead. We got 6 minutes remaining here in this ball game. Marshall takes it to the right side. Defense draped all over.
Great defense.
Almost a steal. Inside to Wilson. Great job by GP on the rebound. They've got the press, bringing the ball up the court. Lucky that wasn't a turnover. Got to settle it down a little bit, GP. I know that's your bread and butter going to the transition, but you can't turn the ball over and let Alcoa get back into this ball game. McCarty up top. Screens off of Smith. McCarty to the hole. They're going to call a foul down low, and it's going to send McCarty to the free throw stripe.
Yeah, you see as McCarty came off, she does a great job once she hits that screen, cutting straight to the basket. Great job there by McCarty.
If I'm Smith in that last play, you got to cut inside and get the rebound, though. You can't just stand there calling for it. McCarty at the free throw line, money. McDowell's coming back into the ball game. Smith's going to go out for a minute. GP's got a real athletic, fast lineup in there with a great three-point shooter in McDowell. McCarty at the stripe, second free throw. Bada! That extends GP's lead right here, 43-31. Alcoa wants to talk about it. I cannot blame them. Great job by GP right there, coming out hot in the start of this fourth quarter. Now we got a 12-point lead. I like to think nothing's over yet, of course, Clay, but I like to think things are looking awful good for the Lady Highlanders right now.
Yes, and they've done a great job of executing their game plan, of having pressure the whole game. They've done an awesome job of that. And right now they're probably just going to try and grind this game out from here and hopefully not force any mistakes and just play their game from here on out.
Great crowd out here tonight. We got a lot of blue and gold fans in the house. There's nothing better than getting to host the region tournament and seeing a lot of your colors out there, a lot of blue and a lot of gold. Makes you proud to be a Highlander. Got this guy over here on the steps. He's trying to beat the traffic. He's out of here.
And coming out of this timeout, GP's already applying pressure here.
They're doing great at this all night. I can't blame them a bit. Oh, that was a hectic series of events right there. But GP ended up with the ball. Henry up top. Bales in motion. Gets the ball at the three-point line. Takes the handoff to 23 McCarty. Bales has got the ball. Passed it to Moore. You got 21 Henry coming in motion. And they're going to call a travel. I believe that was a double dribble. I don't know if they call it that anymore or not, but that's a double dribble, and so the ball's going to go to Alcoa right there. If you're GP, you just got to not make mistakes, and you'll win this ball game.
You just got to calm down and play your game here.
Exactly right. Alcoa still trying to find a little identity on offense. Tries to pass to Wilson, no good. Stolen away by Bales. Bales kicks it to Moore, and GP's got the ball. Moore up top to Henry. That's going to be a turnover. You got to focus in if you're GP right here. You're making a lot of silly mistakes that you don't need to be making. I understand you don't want to, take your foot off the gas, so to speak, but at the same time, you've got to play smart. Kennedy Smith comes back into the game for the Lady Highlanders. Wilburn inbounds it for Alcoa to Wilson. Back to Wilburn. Wilburn to the corner, passes it. Wilson with the screen. Marshall up top, trying to set up the offense for the Lady Tornadoes. Gives it to Wilson. Alcoa just looks dysfunctional right now on offense.
Great defense there.
Great block by GP. Alcoa ends up with the ball. Great job by Henry. She's got D draped all over, but she finds McCarty. Great job by the Lady Highlanders, but it's stolen back away by Alcoa. And they're going to call it out of bounds down there, rightfully so. As you see in the replay, we had a little bit of a chaotic series of events right there. A little bit too quick by Alcoa. You got to give her credit for the hustle, but a little bit too late. That was out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Lady Highlanders. McDowell going to inbound it to Bales. You got 4 minutes and 8 seconds left here at Jack A. Parton Gymnasium. GP 43, Alcoa 31. Great screen by Smith. We're going to get a foul right there on number 3. She put Smith on the ground. She gets the foul. D.D. Snodderly for Alcoa.
Yeah, that's a great screen here by Smith, and you just can't run through a screen like that.
That is a textbook screen. That is a great job by Smith. She knows exactly what she needs to do. Snodderly just not thinking smart, runs right through it, and that sends Smith to the stripe. First free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Alcoa. We got a foul underneath the basket by McCarty, it looks like. Sophie Henry into the ball game for GP.
And one thing to note for GP, they will be in 1-1 the rest of the way. So
very pivotal stat right there. 1-1, that really helps you out. You got to thank your GP. You got some great free throw shooters on this team. Alcoa still yet don't know what to do. Number 23 takes it to the hole. Basket good by number 23, Destiny Hayward. GP's bringing the ball. Bale's going to take it, looks like all the way, kicks it outside to McDowell. It's a turnover. Alcoa's got the ball. Pass to number 20, Alexis Marshall. Great assist by Mackenzie Wilburn for Alcoa. You got to settle down if you're GP.
Yeah, there's no need to force the issue here with unnecessary passes.
Score 43-35 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. That's a foul, number 20, Alexis Marshall for Alcoa. You can't blame the Lady Tornadoes for being aggressive. They got to do something to get back into this ball game. They forced a couple turnovers, cut the lead a little bit. And with the 1-1 coming on right here, that sends Henry to the free throw line.
And GP has 6 on the court right now. There goes McCarty off there.
Reminded me of Derek Dooley in Tennessee back in the day. Had about 30 on the field against LSU. All right, you got to hit those free throws for GP. Come on now. And the possession's going to stay with Alcoa. Had a three-point attempt by Hayworth. You can't blame her there. Alcoa's going to inbound the ball on their sideline. Wilson back to number 14 in the corner. Three-pointer wide open, no good. Over the back foul right there. Looks like on Bales, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you got to get around and box out there. And on that inbounds pass there, somebody has to know where their man's at.
By no means is this ball game over. If you're GP, you got to make sure to tighten it up fundamentally.
Yeah, Alcoa's done a great job of keeping competing, and they've kind of played themselves right back in this thing late in the fourth.
You know, good teams never give up. They really never do.
And as you can tell here, Coach Parton is not too happy with her players and how they're playing down the stretch here. She'd like them to...
Not happy by no means. I did a little stats earlier in the day, just kind of trying to find some common ground between these two teams. These teams had 5 common opponents this season. GP was 7-3 against those opponents. Alcoa was 5-3. One key stat out of that line, GP's, all 3 of their losses came against Northview. But the big stat, every time GP scored at least 45 points in those ball games, they won. GP with 43 points. You got to think if they hit that 45 mark, they're in a good chance to win it right here again today. Alcoa underneath the basket, inbounds. No good. Rebound by Bales. Great job right there by Ivy Bales. She's going to bring it up the court herself.
And one thing to note here, Ivy Bales does have 4 fouls, so she'll have to be careful the rest of the way out.
Absolutely. I'd like to think if Bales goes out of the game for GP, that changes the entire way this ball game's going, especially if you're Alcoa and ways you want to attack this defense. Bales inbounds. Beautiful shot. Great job. Inbounds play from Henry to Bales. Bales making it look easy down there in the paint. Marshall setting up the play for Alcoa. 10-point lead for the Lady Highlanders. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Marshall going to take it to the hole. No, she won't. Kicks it out. Inside to Wilson. She had a quiet night, but that was an easy basket. Ja'Tai Wilson, kind of underutilized in my opinion if you're Alcoa. Easy basket for Alcoa there. Ball goes to GP, bringing it up the court. McCarty crosses the timeline. Tight pressure by the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes right now, trying to force a turnover. McCarty wide open, pulls up, bottom.
Good shot by McCarty.
Bottom. She drained that one. You can't leave her open. She'll make you regret it right there in the mid-range. Marshall with the ball for Alcoa. You got 1 minute 42 seconds left. 10-point lead for GP. Stolen away by Sophie Henry, and she's going to pull it back out. We got a foul on the court.
A great job by Sophie Henry there, applying pressure on the pass. She's a really good on-ball defender, and it showed there.
Excellent job by Henry. And she's going to be at the free throw stripe. GP's got 3 back, playing the prevent defense. First free throw, no good. And GP falls back into defense right here, looking like a zone. Almost had a steal right there, really, if you'd wanted it. They're going to pull up from three-point land. No good. Rebounds. Shelby Moore. Great job by the Lady Highlanders. Moore's got 2 defenders on her. Pass it to Bales. Bales splits the defenders. Inside to Smith. Bottom! Teamwork makes the dream work. 2 points for the Lady Highlanders. Great job spreading the wealth. Easy basket by Kennedy Smith. We got under a minute left. GP 49, Alcoa 37. And here come the desperation threes for Alcoa. It's just not happening. Bales, she gets fouled right there. Alcoa's got to try to do something. Look at this play by Moore. The defense is draped all over. She somehow gets the ball out. Bales makes a great play, takes it inside, feeds it to Smith. Money, honey, 2 points for GP.
Great job by Bales there, getting the defender to step up so it opens up for Smith down low there. Great job.
Bales got to hit that free throw. That's one area, what am I saying? That's one area that GP struggled in tonight, in my opinion, is the free throw line. You ain't going to go much further in this game if you can't start hitting them from the stripe. But I'm sure those ladies know that just as well as I do. You got 46 seconds left. GP 50, Alcoa 37. Rebound. Who else? Ivy Bales. Ivy Bales over to Sophie Henry. Henry, Shelby Moore. And there's another foul. We got 29 seconds left. That's going to send Shelby Moore to the free throw line for GP. Great free throw right there by Shelby Moore. You got 28 seconds left. GP with a comfortable lead. It looks like this one's all but wrapped up. 14 pulls up from three-point land. Brick. Rebound, Kennedy Smith. GP's got the ball. Yet again, Alcoa's going to try to foul. And that's going to take McCarty to the free throw line.
Yeah, GP did a great job tonight of coming out and executing their game plan. And once they really got out and transition and pushing the tempo, you could tell it really affected Alcoa as they don't go deep into their bench as it is. So it really played into GP's hands there.
And Alcoa, you can see here, putting in a couple girls. Hadn't seen many minutes tonight. And you got to give credit to the Lady Tornadoes. They really knew what to work with when it come to the transition game. They took points when they got them, but the one thing that hurt them, they didn't really have much of a half-court offensive identity. And you're not going to beat a team like Gatlinburg-Pittman if you can't set it up and run a clean offense. 14 seconds left. Takes it inside, blocked. Kennedy Smith with the ball. She's going to pass it over to McCarty. 3, 2, 1. That's your final, ladies and gentlemen. From the big house, Jack A. Parton Gymnasium, your Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders 53, Alcoa 37. And once again, for the 3rd season in a row, your Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders will be advancing to the region championship, this time facing county rival, the Northview Academy Cougars, who won here earlier tonight against Pigeon Forge in a close ball game.
Yeah, I'm sure as the past 3 games between those 2 teams have been, Wednesday will definitely have some fireworks. Those 2 teams have gone at it all year and have had some great games, and I'm sure Wednesday will be the same. It's two great teams that play the right way, and they're really fun to watch.
Exactly right, Clay. And I tell you, that last matchup GP played against Northview, of course, was in the district championship. And if you're a Highlander fan, you hate to see us lose that one. But I'll tell you, every time you play a team, the case in point with GP against Northview, it's gotten closer. We've played them 3 times already this season. We lost the first game 55-45. We lost the second 48-41, and the third 44-38. With a region championship on the line and a chance to host a sub-state ball game, I look for our Lady Highlanders to come out with all the marbles on the table, come out playing with a fire, and it's going to be an interesting game against Northview here in a couple days.
Yeah, I'm sure Jack A. Parton Gymnasium will be rocking come Wednesday. It should be a fun one.
Absolutely, and if you're listening to this broadcast and you call yourself a Highlander fan, you need to make sure to come out here when we take on Northview, all right? Kodak's about 20 miles away. Gatlinburg's right here. There's no excuse in the world why we don't need to see a lot of blue and gold fans out here. On the 27th, that ball game will be at 7 p.m., Northview versus GP for the region championship. And Clay, I don't know about you, but I had a great time tonight filling in for Marty. I really enjoyed it, and I was glad to have you up here helping me out. Of course, big shout out to Kevin Tierney working the camera for us, doing a great job. Really enjoyed myself, and hope you guys had a great time. But I'm John Claybo here at Gatlinburg-Pittman with Clay Leatherwood, and we're signing off. Of course, GP advancing back to the region championship to face county rival, the Northview Academy Cougars, after a great victory against the ALCOA Tornadoes. And I'll say one last thing before we sign off. I've lived here for 23 going on 24 years, Clay, and I've not once seen a tornado touchdown in this gymnasium. Go Big Blue.